Jonathan.
Aloha. Welcome, Gerald. Thank you so much for stepping in.
You're
And look
welcome.
who's in the audience. Hi, Betsy. Glad you're feeling better.
Hi, Betsy.
Yeah.
Everybody, go tell your friends.
Greetings.
Hey, you got the countdown to go into your.
I don't know how I timed it, but I did it somehow.
That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're
Let's
welcome.
say hello to some people. Kindness and light. Aloha, Lisa Rhodes. Oh, look, there's that guy, TarotStache.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Buddha's knocking at the door there. Okay. Hi, Betsy. She says, I'm feeling well today and will tune in as soon as she gets to the store.
Okay.
Glad you're feeling better. Hi, Jamie. Aloha. Hello, Pamela Batcher. Welcome.
Yeah.
Hi, Debbie. Aquarius Owl.
Hi, Debbie.
I'm glad the wedding's all going smoothly.
Isn't that fun?
I know, weddings. It's been a while since I've been to one. Lucky Heroine. Hello. I love that name.
It's a good name, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So today we are pulling out the Revelations Tarot. What? You're fine. You're okay.
And
Zach Wong, thank you for holding that up. Mimi, shush. You're okay, baby girl.
So how did you decide on this deck?
Well, yesterday we were texting back and forth about what to do. I still have some of the decks we were talking about here, like the Mystic Palette by Chiro. What other ones we were talking about? Oh yeah, the Baroque we were still thinking about, and oh yes, this one, the Luna. That's blingy.
That is pretty. And you've used the Luna a little bit, right?
Yes. Oh, okay. I love the Luna. It's so pretty. And I love that the diversity has been, expanded. It should always be, there's always room for more expansion for diversity, of course. But then for some reason this one was out and I asked if you had this and you said that you had just been working with it. And I was like, oh, that's so funny because I've been feeling pulled to work with it. I haven't really played with it yet. And you're like, oh, let's use that.
So let me ask you this. When you feel the pull from a deck, because, I get that too, the nudge, the pull, whatever you want to call it. What do you in chat call it? What does that feel like for you?
Well, first there's kind of like this gut pull, and then like I can't take my eyes off the deck. And I keep reaching for it.
Okay, that makes sense.
And it's funny too because the Revelations Tarot. The whole reason why I had pulled it out is because someone was talking about Tarot of Opposites.
Yes, I have that one.
And how like it's kind of cool, same premise, but how some of those cards just don't really make a lot of sense. Like,
oh, okay.
Well, and I was like, well, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. That's why I usually I want to start playing with Revelations. One of the main things that the other person I was chatting with on Facebook complained about was the Tarot of Opposites, like the Lovers card. Instead of it being like two opposite scenes, it's like the woman on one side and the man on the other.
Yeah, I understand that.
Like, what?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I understand that. And Pia's Life is here. Lori Kramer is here, and Tony.
Hi, Tony. Welcome, Lori Kramer and Pia.
Yeah, I have moved my Tarot of Opposites or whatever to a safe place, so safe that I am unable to locate it right now.
No.
But I was given a good piece of advice. I was just on the Cool Crone recently, and we were doing political readings. And I think it was Jane the Seeker. It may have been Jane the Seeker who said she used the Tarot of Opposition or whatever, Tarot of Opposites for political readings. And I was not able to locate it because I was rearranging things and putting things in a safe space.
Right. So safe that even you can't find it.
Yeah. So I have the Revelations Tarot, and I like it. I like it. So, ooh, Beth is here.
Aloha, Beth.
So,
let's see.
So yeah, and so I think for me, just shut me up if you want. I just started my cup of coffee, so there you go.
No, it's okay. I'm drinking some Earl Grey right here. So
okay. Nice stash. Nice stash. I actually, for me, it's I will usually see it or I will touch it 3 different times. A deck that is calling to me, or somebody that I know will happen to mention it. It's like, okay, I'll bring you near me. So
nice.
But I'm always with something like this, Jonathan. It's always helpful for me. I want a deck that I've worked with a little bit, something that I have some experience using it. So, Pia's life. We're doing readings.
We're doing readings. We're just talking about the deck we're going to be using.
Yep. Gerald's getting on his soapbox. Pulling it, Gerald.
Well, you know what? I love Gerald on the soapbox.
So I'll stop. How do you get people to tell when they want a reading?
So Tony says, "What were your last 10 decks into your collection, Gerald?"
I don't know. You'll
have to watch the hashtag.
You'll have to like and subscribe to my channel, and maybe you'll find out.
No. So if you want a reading, do you still want to just do it like open-ended or message from light and dark? I'll open that to the audience. If you want to take a general reading, we'll just pull cards and see what we get. If you want a message from the light and a message from the dark,
could people actually? Could they actually tell us? A general reading or message from light and dark? Because we have a couple of people right now. So we have 3.
We got our first question already. We got some generals here. Just doing some stars.
Star. Yep. I need a little star or something like that to be able to put up there. I've got you starred. Beth, we've got you starred. Pia's life, we've got you starred. Oh, wait a minute.
Aquarius, we got you starred.
It's a snowflake.
Oh, it's a snowflake, but that works.
So there you go. Debbie, Jamie, we got you starred.
Well, I can't star you, but I can heart you.
Aww. Okay, so got a gig reading tarot at a local crystal shop. Can you read the energy to help guide me? Of course we can. Let's see.
So speaking of, I had fun doing my little readings. 14 readings in 6 hours. It was crazy.
Nice.
Back to back. I really had no chance to come up for air.
Well, of course. It's a good problem to have.
And speaking of deck pulls, it was interesting because I brought a ton of decks. I only pulled out probably like 6. And when the person sat down, I just immediately grabbed a deck, and it was always a different deck for each person.
Cool. Well, you've never read at a brick and mortar before. Okay. Let's see the energy around this. That one wants to play.
We're just doing one, right? one card?
Sure, we can do one card.
They won't have a 2-card reading. Right?
Well, are we doing the 2-card reading for that? Or are we doing...
Or do you want to pull a couple each?
Go for it.
You know. 4-card.
Nope.
No. Okay. Reveal. I got the 5 of Swords reversed.
I got the 9 of Cups reversed. So are you the light and I'm the dark?
Sure. So if you notice, this person is clutching their face in worry, right? 5 of Swords. So if you see both sides of the image, just the upright version is stabbing down into the reversed. So I feel like your own worries are kind of getting into your head. You're kind of driving yourself bonkers with worry. And the thing to do is let go of those thoughts. The reality is not going to be the same thing as your thoughts. So it's, don't let those thoughts overwhelm you. The 5 of Swords is, you know, conflict. But it's like, don't let the conflicting thoughts, see that face? Like, I don't want you so worried that you're not able to like sink into your grounded space where you do really good readings from. So remember, breathe, be grounded, and just center yourself anytime you're starting to feel like that. Okay?
So I got the 9 of Cups reversed. And for me, Beth, what this is suggesting is you're not going to be in your element per se, where you're ultimately comfortable. So keep that in mind as you prepare to do the reading, because you're not in your usual space. This to me suggests, Beth, you can use that to your advantage and put your energy into the space in which you're reading to make you and the person that you're reading for more comfortable.
Yeah.
So I hope that makes some sense to you. Does that help, Beth? I want to know how it goes. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I know. I want to know. Tell us next time. Hello, Linda de Gonzalez, and wow, your illegal rent hike or 40% increase. Yikes! Well, I have you starred. We will get to you as soon as we can. Next, we have Pia's Life. Plucky heroine apparently immediately got a headache when they read Linda's news.
But by the way, Beth, something else is this was a bonus card that I pulled. It's the 3 of Cups. So you're going to be around people who are going to help. You're going to give them joy. They're going to give you joy. So,
well, let those people help you get out of your head too.
Yeah. And so it's it could be the beginning of a good relationship, good rapport. Mm-hmm. So it said, I've chosen my 5 decks and I'm bringing Smoky Quartz, Labradorite, and Jasper, also Sage Spray. Over planner, but that's perfect.
I get it. I overplanned too. Like I said, I took way too many decks when I went. I think I had like 15 decks with me.
Well, but here's the thing. I will say those 15 decks made you feel comfortable and prepared. And right. Those were the ones who wanted to come out. So
it's true.
There you go.
So Pia's Life wanted a general reading. Do you want to switch sides?
Sure. Reality is not going to be the same as your thoughts. Cool. Am I the dark side? Or no, I'm the light side.
You're now the light.
Only happens here on Jonathan Dailey YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. That's just so. Oh, sorry. All right. I got the Queen of Swords for you. Upright.
I got the Empress reversed.
So here's what I'm thinking with that, Pia. Now is the time to put your thoughts and words into action. This is very much an action card. So this is you being in control, you getting things done, you telling people what they need to do. It doesn't mean that you have to do it yourself. You're more of the you're more directing and making sure things are going well. And when you need to, and you're going to know when, you're going to need to step in and do the stuff. Because sometimes the key things that you need to do, Pia, you actually need to do them yourself because you're faster, you know exactly what you want, and it'll be done correctly the first time. I like how she is totally ready.
Right. Well, and then in comparison, the dark side is pretty dark over here with the Empress reversed.
Yeah.
Almost looks like she's in a storm and underground at the same time. So, jumping off of what Gerald said, this, I don't know, for some reason, this is speaking to me of the mother figure being overly nurturing, like overly smothering, the helicopter mother who's always like hanging there, like to stop you in case. And are you doing that to yourself? Are you being your own helicopter mother, like overly nurturing, like overly protective of your safe space? Whereas I feel like Gerald's card is calling you to pick up the sword and actually like expand that safe space. Don't be so, look at that. You're like really like, I feel like it's very like inward drawing energy here. So it's don't forget to expand, go outwards, look outside of yourself, and pick up that sort of truth.
I actually like that. I think that idea of especially with these two cards, because I think queens are always an aspect of Empress. And so what we have here is we have the Empress who is going inward and not doing anything, and this Queen of Swords who's actually going and doing something. So be careful with that. So does that make any sense for you, Pia?
Yes, I'd love to hear your feedback. That was good.
Yeah, I tend to have a more introverted perspective, but I have been wanting to branch out on things. I just need to do the things. Thanks so much.
Right.
Well, you're welcome. And this do one thing. You don't have to do all of the things. Right. Just do one thing. So, yeah, cool.
You two need to settle. Oh, just one moment. I see the Buddha is trying to eat something that he's not supposed to.
Okay.
Next, we have Debbie Aquarius Al. Hey.
Always been an all or nothing person, so definitely helps in knowing just one thing is okay to do at a time. Absolutely, Pia. That is so true. And Debbie said, this past few days have been a roller coaster of emotions. The highs of the bridal shower on Sunday, and after speaking with my vet, making the hard decision for my 13-year-old dog. Oh gosh. Yeah. Sorry about that. It's okay. You'll want to see her comment, Beth's comment in the chat. That is hard.
I heard you. It's never easy losing our furry babies.
Now, what can I do to wade through? Shiny cards. I have to, you can
know.
see.
They're pretty shiny, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's interesting too because mine looks more blue to me and yours looks more purple.
Yeah.
So weird. I got the Knight of Pentacles upright.
And I got the 5 of Cups proper. So I'll let you go first.
So this is the light. Well, since we are doing it upright, I feel like you're on your proper path. You're taking things slowly. You're taking things in their own time, which is, the best way of dealing with situations. And especially, when you have an elderly dog that's going to be passing, it's good to take each hour, each moment, each day with them like it's the most precious moment because, who knows when that will end. But at the same time, you're starting this new family dynamic, this new family coexistence, mingling two families together in one. And again, it feels like you're on the right path and you're taking your time, you're doing things right, and you just need to continue on the path that you see ahead of you. That's what I'm getting from this. Slow and steady. Right?
Well, I have for you, Debbie, I have the 5 of Cups upright. And here's the thing about this is this is the card of allowing yourself to feel the feelings. And I think the fact you have shown up and you recognize that you're a mess and what can you do to wade through. This is going to sound easier than what it actually is, but keep wading through it. And as Jonathan said, enjoy every moment with your with the puppy. Honor all that was and that is, and you have something beautiful to look forward to for the wedding in, was it like 60 days, something like that, or 90 days. So it feels very much like you are exactly where you need to be, and you're looking at the spilled cups, and it's okay. You're recognizing that. You're not ignoring anything. You're in it. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because, we can't explain to our puppies what's going on. So that's.
Thank you, Debbie. And I wish you well on everything that you have on your plate. Aloha, Kristen Louise. Welcome. Hello, Giselle Madwich.
Hi, Giselle. Welcome. Oh, and so here's the card on the bottom of the deck. It's the 2 of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Pentacles reversed. Don't expect things to be balanced for a little bit. Honor that. It's going to be lopsided. It's going to be lopsided.
You made me look at the bottom of the deck, and I got the 8 of Cups reversed.
Ah.
So there might be times where you feel like you need to run away, but it's not the case. You need to see it through, is what I'm getting with this.
Yeah. Wow.
See, she's holding that cup as it's spilling. So it's, it's not just about running away. It's about being there for the others who need you, including your dog.
Yeah. And that's such a hard choice. And then there's the quality of life stuff that you have to think of. So completely get that.
It really makes me so thankful that I have a at-home veterinarian.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't make it any easier.
It doesn't make it easier, but at least, he can bring the shot home.
Yeah. Hi, Kristen Louise.
Hi, Giselle. So Giselle wants to know what deck we're using. We are using
Revelations Tarot. Zach Wong. Purchase responsibly. Know your limits. Sobbing right now. Okay. Holding you.
Oh.
Yep. Wow.
Yes. Just have a moment for Debbie. Next, we have Jamie.
Ooh.
Pull them cards.
I had a card that as soon as I was shuffling, and as soon as you've done that, it popped out. So I'm reading with that one, and I'm not going to shuffle anymore. I'm not going to argue with the deck.
Oh, okay. I had one pop out, so I guess I'm done too.
Are you going to flop us?
Yes. I got distracted because Giselle says, I never know my limits. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, what's a limit?
Right?
All right, Jamie, I got the 9 of Pentacles. And this 9 of Pentacles, I'm looking to see if it actually has a snail on it, but I cannot see it. I would say, I would say it's okay. You know where you are. You are all that where you are, and that's exactly acceptable. Don't fight it. Enjoy it, and do the stuff that you need to do because you have a solid foundation. It feels very right. So
I have the Chariot reversed. And it's interesting because when it's upright, the charioteer seems very calm, serene. But when it's reversed, oh, look at that anger. The hair literally turns into fire. So for me, this is coming from the dark side, is a reminder that you get to choose which side of the coin you're seeing the world from. So are you seeing it from a place of anger? Are you seeing it from a place of calm?
And I would also say with that, Jonathan, is the dark side would be to allow yourself to fall out of this and to go off the rails in a direction that you don't want to go.
Right. And also it's kind of getting that sedentary mode, like non-movement into, you know what? Sometimes you need the anger to fuel you, to get you moving and going.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it's just another tool to get you forward, movement, getting you back on the path, helping you find that inner destiny that you're drawn towards. But at the same time, do you want the anger to guide you or the calm?
I don't see a snail on it. Sorry. I was looking.
I know. I always look too. Hope that's helpful, Jamie. I got you starred, Giselle. Yeah, if we can get to you, but we're doing exactly an hour. So.
I understand what you mean. They are similar to Sacred Rose Tarot.
Oh yeah, I wonder if no different artists. So Oh, but it is very similar, isn't it?
You're welcome,
I
Jamie.
believe next we have Lucky Hero.
Lucky heroine.
Switcheroo. Jamie says, thank you both.
I have to figure out where to hold my, where I don't get the
glare,
the glare.
Seeing yourself in the screen, in the back of the card.
Yeah, it's bizarre. All right. Light goes first.
Page of Swords.
I got the Hierophant reversed. So there you go.
Okay. So I'm taking in the image here of the page with feathered hair and this sword, right? That's in the defensive, right? Using your thoughts to defend yourself in a way. But I'm also seeing, especially with that Hierophant reversed, as a way of cutting through the dogma to find your own path, to find a new path specifically for you. But at the same time, don't forget that there is a place for, structure, teachers to teach you how things have been in the past. How can you break the rules if you don't know them? That just popped in my head. So it's like, yes, it is good to strive forward and create your own path, but don't be too defensive at the same time.
Well, the voice of Jeffrey was chatting with me, and the Hierophant reverse suggests throw the rules out. And with the page, it was the Page of Swords.
Yeah.
Throw the rules out and do what you need to do. Just make it happen.
That was one of the things I always used to teach in my Tarot 101. So you have to know the rules in order to break them.
Yes. And, and that way it's extremely liberating. So, especially for a page, going out, making it, having some fun. So there you go. Boom.
Finding a new way of thinking. Bam.
There you go.
Aloha, Peter J. Watts.
Well, I'm going to say Peter J. Watts is on my channel later today. It's on TarotStache at 4 p.m. We're doing a book casual. So there you go.
I can't wait.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
Plucky, does that make sense?
Yeah. Hopefully that was helpful, Plucky. So we have Linda de Gonzalez. That's horrible. Illegal rent hike, 40% increase. She wants to know if she will be able to fight it successfully.
So I'm going to frame it in what's the energy around this for Linda? The light and the dark. Does that make sense?
Oh, I need to switch us. It's getting tangled in my reading cloth. It's definitely a tangle going on here.
Yeah, let's find out what's going on. And again, everybody knows for entertainment purposes only. Do not make decisions based upon what we say. Seek professional assistance. Really? Yeah. Okay, so Linda. There are a lot of people watching. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, thank you for being there.
All right. I got the sun reversed.
That's funny because I got the Six of Swords reversed, and with it came the Sun upright.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
What yours was the Six of Swords reversed?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, so the Sun. Okay, right now this is telling me exactly how it feels to you. It feels everything has been flipped upside down. It feels very dark. You don't know what the heck is going on, and and I love it. Linda says, "I'll fight it, whatever the cards say, because I'm that much of a PETA." And I completely understand that. I would say the be okay. This is the light side, so um, be careful about being too childish about things, because this is you need to do show up, force people to see the things that is going on. So,
Well, and I'm seeing this Six of Swords reversed, and I realized that it looks like there's only 3 swords in the boat, but it's because of reflections, the other 3, right? So usually Six of Swords is all about moving on, going somewhere new. And since it's reversed, I'm seeing this more of like that person is holding on, is not letting go, is not willing to move on, right? So I think you have, I don't know, this is telling me stay and fight for your space, especially because it came out with the Sun upright.
yeah, I like that we have that Six of Swords. That's really impressive, Jonathan. The Six of Swords, and then you have the Sun upright, and I have the Sun reversed. So right now, this is what's going on.
Right.
Do the work, do the dirty work. Make sure.
Hold on. Do what you need to do to fight for your space, because in the end, happiness will return. So,
yep.
That's interesting. No, do not move on. Stay.
Yep.
Let's see. Hope that was helpful, Linda. Giselle. I'd love a card if I'm not too late.
Swan Spirit. Swan
I
Spirit.
love how Swan Spirit. Everyone else popping in when I wasn't paying attention.
And yes, Peter, you go to the StreamYard link. That's how you get to the live that we're having at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central. So. You're welcome, Linda. Let us know what happens. I'm curious about that.
Yeah. Especially the way those cards jumped out.
Well, yeah, and then to have the Sun reversed,
and then the Sun upright, kind of sneaking out with my card. Yep. It was like a extra secondary card that insisted on coming. I was like, okay.
Yeah, love it.
Oh, yes. Flip back. I got the Hermit reversed.
Oh, I got the Six of Wands reversed.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Let's look at that Hermit up close. Definitely leaning on the staff a lot more, right? This is the upright, staring at the light with the staff just kind of loosely held. Here, there is no lantern, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, are you feeling like you don't have a guiding light right now? Are you feeling like you don't have the answer internally, so you're starting to reach out? Is what I'm getting here. you're looking for a flame to rekindle your own lantern.
Mm.
Right? And with the Six of Wands reversed, I'm also feeling like the opposite of victory. You're feeling a little defeated right now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is telling you, you know, it's okay. Sometimes we have to stumble through the dark in order to find the light.
And so what I have for the Six of Wands suggests to me it's the victory is not yet been won. And when we see this Six of Wands, it suggests to go quietly and swiftly through the crowd of all of the challenges that you've got coming on, because it's going to be a challenge if you knock up with it. But if you just walk through and go through the difficult times, it's going to actually, this is going to be one, don't celebrate yet. Instead, be quiet and keep moving. So keep moving.
She says, yes, Jonathan, I need a light to show the path. Very true, Gerald.
Excellent.
What I just got was sometimes you need to light your own lantern.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. Woohoo.
And that was the end of the starred questions, unless I missed one. If I missed you, please put it back in the chat.
Or if you showed up late and you want a reading.
Yes. We have time for a few more. So that's very interesting. Thank you both.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm going to take a sip.
I will hide the current comment and then sip.
Pamela said, back to the last reading with the Six of Swords being 3 in boat and 3 reflecting. The sun and reverse sun are also reflections of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Pamela Batchelor brings it today. Thanks, Pamela.
That needs a double swap.
Yes. Dang. I'd give you a thumbs up. You know, I'd give you a tiny hands up, but Jamie's watching, so no tiny.
Yeah, I'll give you a thumbs up.
There you go. There you go. Just like everybody should do as they're watching this, you know, like and subscribe. It's free.
It's free.
So,
and it's a great way of showing support.
There you go. There you go. How is it reading with these cards for you? What do you think?
It's good. I was a little worried because I just haven't really been doing reversals a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the images are just so clear. Like here, Seven of Swords upright versus the reversal. It gives a totally different energy.
Yeah, I think they are. They can be multi-layered.
Yes.
And so I think I'm going to be having somebody on my channel, Thomas Tarot Your Way, on my channel in May for a TarotStache Way. We're going to talk about reading reversals. And so that will be interesting to see, to learn about their experience. Hey,
do you read reversals on a regular basis?
Not usually.
No.
I have an appreciation, but.
Oh, we do have a good question here. Lucky Heroine says, at the top of the show, you touched on how you pick a deck. What do you do when the deck no longer resonates? That's what a purgatory box is for me.
Okay.
Right. Sometimes I will also just shelve it until it calls to me again.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, there's times I sit down and go through my collection and see what I have. And on certain decks, it's just like, I'm never going to reach for that. That needs to go in the purgatory box. So.
And so Purgatory box is a box that you have, and stuff sits there. It's in,
So if I find that the next time I go through my collection to see what needs to go in the Purgatory box, if there's stuff in the Purgatory box already that I haven't pulled out, then I usually will either gift it to somebody or sell it or something.
Yeah. I think for me, when a deck no longer resonates, I reflect back on it, and I do put it in timeout. I don't immediately just get rid of it. Right. Some people call it a purgatory box. I call it just, I put it in timeout. I take it out of rotation.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
And so sometimes, Plucky, a deck is not resonating because I'm a different person than when I got it. And if that happens, I will gift it to somebody else, or I just put it on the back of the shelf, and I might do art with it. I might gift it to somebody. I might separate it out. I don't know if that helps, Plucky. I think the best thing to do is what is it that works for you? Are you a hardcore, I'm done with this? Are you a one season clothing person or a multiple season clothing person? One time I actually want to do readings with decks that are challenging, that are either like timeout or I haven't connected with them, just to see what would happen. So stay tuned. Maybe
that's kind of what this was for me.
Yeah.
I haven't really played with this deck before. So
yeah. Oh,
that's funny, Beth. Christine says her decks are on vacation, so calling it purgatory. The vacation box. I totally am adopting.
It'd be especially good if you used a suitcase to put them in. Aha!
Yes. You're so smart, Gerald.
Or a trunk, Jeffrey says.
Or a trunk. Oh,
trunk.
Even better.
Yes.
Yes, Lori Kramer, we would love to read for you.
Lori? What'd you say, Jeffrey? They're going on a cruise. Jeffrey says you put them in.
They're going on a cruise. I love that. Oh, jumper.
Yeah. You're welcome, Plucky. Okay, am I light and you're dark?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can't make that work. Okay, I got the devil upright.
I got the magician reversed.
Ooh. Okay, so Lori, what I think is going on here is when I look at that. Does that magician does not have a handlebar mustache? Just to be clear, but it does have very prominent cheeks. Since this is the light stuff with it, what I think this is, Lori, is this is very much it's time for you to look at some of the challenging things or the temptations that you have. Because spring is happening. We're coming up on Beltane, which is a great time to look toward the future. So take a look and go, okay, this isn't serving me anymore. I'm done with that. Move it on, recycle it, and that's a natural part of life. It just goes back to the question that Plucky asked: when a deck no longer resonates for you. It's also the same idea of as to stop watering dead plants. Right. So I think, give that some thought, Lori, and do it fully enlightened and understand that it's part of a process. So.
Wow. Sorry about that. Do you hear that plane?
I did not, or I do not.
That is really loud. So here we have the magician reversed in the darkness, right? So upright, you can see the staff is very straight. The magician's very focused and spilling out the cup of magic, right? And there's the dove of peace. Reversed, the staff is crooked and branched, and instead of spilling out the magic, you know what? This just totally brought back a little story that my grandmother used to tell me. I don't know why that keeps popped in my head, but so you see here where the cup seems to be ever flowing, there's so much coming out. And here is like a tiny little stream, not like almost nothing there. And the story that popped in my head from my grandmother was about these two sisters. They each had a cup of love, with just a little drop of love in there.
Mm-hmm.
One sister's like, oh, there's almost nothing here. I have to hold on to this. I can't share this with anybody. I can't share that. There's almost nothing here. Whereas the other sister was like willing to give half to anybody. And so she was always giving half, and then the other people were giving half of theirs back to her. Her cup was eventually overflowing. Whereas the sister who held and clutched her like little drop of love and didn't want to share it ended up spilling her one drop. So, right. So for me, this is talking about how much of your magic are you keeping to yourself? Are you actually following your desires, or are your desires so multifaceted and branched that it's hard for you to even know where to water the plants, so to speak? Go back.
And going with the planting is and maybe it's because I've been paying attention and pulling weeds and reading a book. Sometimes you have to go out and weed so that things can grow, because you know, and as Lori said, yes, Gerald, I need to take care of some things so I can move forward, and that's challenging and difficult, and this is in the light aspect. So know that you're getting rid of those things that are not serving you and that are challenging you. So it's like, there you go. So I wish you success with that, because you know, make space for the things that you want. So that more of that shows up. I mean, I you know, the energy attracts like energy. So that's a great little story. I agree, Beth.
That's like the very abbreviated version.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's an important story that I grew up with that I take to heart.
Yeah, cool.
I hope that was helpful, Lori. I have two that just came out. That's interesting. Got the Queen of Swords and Ten of Swords both reversed.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is a final message for Lori, truthfully, that if you look at the Queen, she's barely holding her sword. She's, grieving. And then being reversed in the Ten of Swords means that, kind of stuck in that internal cycle. So I think part of what you're going through, especially seeing the Devil and Magician reversed, is that you're ending a certain cycle that was very painful for you, and you're learning to uncover the veil that's blocking you from seeing the truth, and you're finally grabbing that sort of truth again to cut away more of the veil.
So I'm going to add on to that. The shape of those cards are very similar. We have sort of that oval shape. And with the Queen of Swords reverse, it's sort of like, actually the sword is actually down. So literally digging in dirt. And I also think of that 10, and that's the 10 of Swords reversed. When a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, the entire being is reconstructed.
Right.
physically it changes. So that could be part of it as well. That what you're digging into can transform.
Right.
So,
Well, and it also kind of jumps back to the idea of lobsters when they're like molting. They feel like they're getting crushed because their shell is too small for them. So until they're able to finally break free of that old shell, they're going to feel smothered. And once they break free, I mean, they're going to feel very vulnerable because they need to regrow their shell. But at least
yep,
they've gotten rid of that pressure. And that's what I saw here as well.
that's nice. Excellent. Woohoo!
You're very welcome, Lori.
Yeah. Love
So
that.
you've got, what do you have going on today? I know you have Peter, but I think you had another thing going on.
Yeah. Peter, today at 4 Eastern, we're talking about the Anima Mundi. And I say we, and that's Jamie and I.
Mhm.
And then at 7 tonight, I have a deck casual. Jamie and I have a deck casual with Eric, who is the creator of the Inkwitch Tarot and the Endless Oracle, which I bought those because he was on your channel. And so, but yeah. So
Well,
boom.
and because of you, I ended up getting the expansion pack for Inkwitch. So
Yeah, because I didn't know that was there. So that was cool.
we helped each other.
There you go.
Thank
We
you.
know our limits and we purchase responsibly.
Yes.
So there you go.
So I next Tuesday, I'm still in discussion with a few people, but I think I will be having the ladies from 78 Tarot join me.
Oh, again. Okay.
They were so kind. They sent me the 78 Tarot animal deck with the matching mini animal deck. So
I love me some their
I'm
minis.
holding off. I haven't unboxed it yet because I want to do a live unboxing with them. So.
Okay, cool. And yeah, next Tuesday I have Tarot the Stash Way, where we're talking about preparing for a reading. So that's going to be with Purple Elephant Deb H, Medium Betsy Palmer, and Jane the Secret Tarot.
Nice.
So, and then on Friday, I am with Richie Longman Tarot, and we're doing long stash readings or long stash readings.
Long stash.
So, yeah. And then next Monday, I have Amy from the Mystic Rose Tarot. She and I are having a catch up and doing some Beltane readings. So,
cool.
Looking for fun. So, yeah. Pamela, make sure you're there.
Yay, Eric making another appearance. Should we do one final collective?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. I'm having quite the jumper pile there. Oh, but
Lori said yes. Lori Kramer said, yes, I'm cleaning up some things, situations. It is a hermit year for me. So a lot of internal stuff going on as well. Love that. All right.
Wow, interesting. I got the High Priestess reversed.
I got Death upright.
I love that collie.
Isn't that great?
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just taking in the image here because it's very different. So this is the upright.
Mm-hmm.
And this is reversed. So for collective here, this is a reminder that to listen to your own inner voice, not feeling like you always have to wear a mask to hide who you are, feeling like you're being observed by everyone all at once. And look at all those faces staring at her, nor she wants to wear a mask. So this is just a reminder to remove that mask, be who you truly are, and use your voice to express your truth, express your beliefs, and not worry so much about those observers, what other people are going to think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think, the death, especially with this powerful Kali on it, this is a reminder that creation and destruction are all a natural part, and we need them in order to keep a balance. There is beauty in both, and therein lies part of the challenge for us and the difficulty, because, yeah, I think we need to. I think there is an opportunity for us to honor that aspect of living, which is dying, and then honor all of the process, because many times in cultures, we don't honor the transition part or the death part, that
Right.
death aspect. So
We don't even talk about death. We're trying
we
to
don't.
blind ourselves to the fact that we're all going to die.
Yes, exactly.
Well, and I feel like that's kind of touched on here with the mask. It's like, yes, we wear the
Yep.
mask to protect ourselves, but we also wear the mask to blind ourselves.
Yep.
And that whole, speaking of death, reminds me that don't put a mask on, because your voice is unique. There is no other voice like yours.
True.
So if you're constantly masking who you are, masking your voice, and you're not being your authentic true self, by the time you do die and pass, what are you leaving behind you?
Mm-hmm.
A false persona, or
Yeah.
who you truly were?
It's
That
true.
just had to come out.
There you go. Gosh, that was great.
Thank you.
Thanks for inviting me, Jonathan.
Oh, of
Fun.
course. And I'm sure Betsy is very thankful that you were able to step up so quickly. Yes, Pamela. And our masks are our personas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great.
So Beth, it is the Revelations Tarot by Zach Wong.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a Llewellyn.
You got it. Yep. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Yeah. And thank you, everyone, for being here.
Absolutely.
Until next time, I will say aloha. And don't forget, like and subscribe. It's free. I'll do the short outro.